across to our colleague Dharani, who's joining us live. And you see a lot of people behind her. They are, remember, protesting doctors. The doctors have a reason to protest, Dharani. I think much like doctors, we are all concerned that how could something like this happen and there is no prevention.
We are right now at the Kalangar Centenary Specialty Hospitals. The doctors and nurses from this hospital, they are right now sitting outside the hospital premise, right in front of the hospital, holding a protest. They are telling that incidents like this raise a lot of questions about their safety. Without any further ado, let's try and understand their perspective. Sir, what is the reason for you to sit here on this protest?
See, we have been demanding adequate police protection right from the beginning. Especially after the Calcutta incident, the Supreme Court has given that direction to all the government hospitals to be adequately protected. So the state government has taken some initiative to install CCTV cameras. That's okay, but installing CCTV camera is not at all enough. So we can identify the culprit, that's all. So we need to protect this. So how do we need to protect this? We need adequate police personnel. We have been right from the beginning demanding this for a decade. So adequate police protection, because Tamil Nadu, the state health system is robust, so people are thronging every day. So day by day the patient load is getting increased. So we need accordingly the manpower in terms of adequate protection, doctor strength, everything we have been demanding. But right now we are pushed to demand for the police protection. So you just declare this all hospitals as a protected zone and you just give an armed police. So seeing the armed police, the culprits would have gone.
The health minister says the accused in this case came with a hidden, a weapon. So it was hidden. That is why nobody was able to, identify him, is what he says.
Yeah, actually he is one of the patient's relative. The patient died recently because of cancer. So I don't know what happened to that patient, but he is the patient relative. So he was not satisfied with the treatment and he came in and locked the door and he stabbed him.
The police say that the accused was not satisfied with the treatment and that he alleges that proper treatment was not given to his mother.
See, you all know the cancer is terminally ill cases. So whatever best we can do, we are doing. You can go and ask. Your statistics will tell you how many cases are getting treated here. Comparing to the private hospital, in government hospital, the patients are coming getting a treatment. So most of the people are getting cured also. So there are some instances that happens. For that you cannot stab an injury, right? So if you are not satisfied, you go and make a complaint. How can that patient relative can take a knife and stab the doctor?
Sir, usually how many police personnel will be on duty here, sir, for security?
No one. We have not even one. We are demanding an outpost here. It is such a highly qualified personnel are working here, a multi-specialty hospital. So you need daily, thousands of people are coming here. And we have more than 200 doctors running round the clock. So we need adequate police protection. Generally, we always want one outpost in major hospitals. It is not a case here. So that we need to have that.
It is shocking. What they're telling is definitely shocking. The doctor here who's sitting over, he is telling that usually there's not even a single police personnel for security reasons in this hospital. Thousands of public from Chennai, not only from Chennai but also from the nearby districts of Chengalpattu, Tiruvallur and Kanchipuram, they visit this hospital on daily basis for treatment. And the doctor here says there is usually not even a single police personnel for security here. This is definitely a very shocking claim that is being made by him. Let's wait and see how the government responds to it. We're given to understand that around 4 p.m. Today, there is going to be a meeting between the Health Minister Subramanian, Health Secretary Supriya Sagu and representatives from various doctors' associations. The doctors' associations, they are telling that they are going to go on an indefinite strike until the accused in this case is given a severe punishment. So today, around 4 p.m. there is going to be a meeting, and at the end of the meeting, we'll know if these protests are going to continue or not.
All right, Dharani, for the moment, thank you for getting us all those voices, and I think those concerns are seconded by a lot of our callers. I also want to say good afternoon to Lakshman, one of our callers calling us on the broadcast from Gandhinagar. Lakshmanji, thank you for calling us. What do you think, sir? What are your thoughts?
I tend to agree with Sriram, who just spoke a little while ago. Security is must for any hospital. There has to be a screening where a person goes through a metal detector before they enter, and there should be one entry into the hospital area so that everybody is screened before they come inside. You have to protect the doctors, otherwise there is no point in running a hospital. When the doctors are threatened they are at the risk of getting killed, why would they come to serve you? They're trying to help you. Can't you appreciate that much?
All right. Mr. Lakshman, thank you, sir, for calling us. Dr. S.N. Mishra is our next caller. He's calling us from Gurgaon. Dr. Mishra, sir, you being a doctor, what are your thoughts, sir, when you see this absolute shocker being reported from Chennai?
Thank you so much. I think these kind of episodes are getting a little too frequent for comfort. Doctors are there to serve the community regarding healthcare. Now the excuse of saying that hospitals are overcrowded, etc., so the security gets compromised. Well, our railway stations are overcrowded, our airports are overcrowded. So why should hospitals be separated out? That since it's a very crowded places, we can't afford security. The main problem is, yes, patients will come to hospital, but security needs to be tightened. Patient can go in with one attendant. There should be detectors, metal detectors and security as you man the airports, the railway station, the parliament, the secretariats. People, they have heavy duty security. But why is a compromise for the hospitals and doctors? So I think we can go on agitating, we can go on having this kind of one-off stances, but more important is all hospitals across the country has to be treated as you have your security at the airports, railway station and other government facilities.
Okay, I just hope that those in power are listening to all these suggestions, because each one of our callers, remember, has had some merit in whatever little they've said so far on that story. Sir, thank you for your time. Thank you for calling us. And also remember, the Tamil Nadu Deputy Chief Minister has earlier responded to this development. He visited the hospital a little while earlier to take stock. He's assured that his government is keen on protecting the staff of the government hospitals.
இந்த நிலையில் இன்று மருத்துவமனைக்கு வந்த அந்த இளைஞர் டாக்டர் பாலாஜி ஜெகநாதன் அவர்களை கத்தியால் குத்தியிருக்கின்றார். இப்பொழுது அவர் தீவிர சிகிச்சை பிரிவில் கண்காணிப்பில் இருக்கிறார்கள். தற்போது ஸ்டேபிளாக இருக்கின்றார். இந்த ஒரு 2-3 மணி நேரத்தில் ஒரு கான்சியஸ் மேலும் இதற்கான முழு விசாரணை மேற்கொள்ளப்படும். இந்த சம்பவத்தில் ஈடுபட்ட அந்த இளைஞர் காவல்துறையினரால் உடனடியாக கைது செய்யப்பட்டிருக்கிறார். இது மிகவும் கண்டிக்கத்தக்க, வன்மையாக கண்டிக்கத்தக்க ஒரு செயல். இந்த செயலில் ஈடுபட்ட அந்த இளைஞர் மீது கடுமையான சட்ட நடவடிக்கை எடுக்கப்படும். தமிழ்நாட்டில் உள்ள அரசு மருத்துவர்கள் அனைவர் மீதும் அக்கறை கொண்டது இந்த அரசு. அவர்களுக்கு தேவையான அந்த உரிய பாதுகாப்பினை கண்டிப்பாக உறுதியாக வழங்க வேண்டும் என்று நம்முடைய மாண்பு முதலமைச்சர் அதில் தெளிவாக இருக்கின்றார். கண்டிப்பாக சட்டப்படி நடவடிக்கை எடுக்கப்படும்.
All right, so the government, they're saying we will ensure that something like this is not repeated in the future. But how exactly? We also have Sarvanan of the DMK joining us. Sarvanan, thank you for your time and for speaking to us. How do you see what needs to be done? There clearly is a problem, Sarvanan, and all the callers, that we've spoken to today say that why are doctors receiving, such kind of a treatment from people? Because there is no security, they don't feel safe. Why are they being targeted like this?
See, this is, I don't know, there is a kind of series of attacks on doctors across the country. This has to be put a full stop to. They are the saviors. We can't vent our anger. If something goes wrong, then there is a way to vent that. If really there is wrong, then we have the long arm of the law. But still, due to several factors, various reasons, attacks on the doctors are on the rise. This is the second such incident here, and the perpetrator of this crime has been caught red-handed, and the long arm of the law will definitely deal with them. The Chief Minister has issued a statement that these kind of attacks on the doctors will not be tolerated. Stringent, strong action will be initiated against the perpetrators of such crime, and there has to be an awareness that has to be done so that these kind of attacks on the doctors who are saving their lives. See, we saw in COVID how many doctors lost their lives. They are on the forefront, but still such attacks do happen. We'll have to sensitize people on this and.
But as a government, Sarvanan, I think people are also looking for stricter laws. There are also some who said that why don't we have proper security paraphernalia much like you have it at the airports, like you have it at the railway stations now, at hospitals. We'll continue to track that story. And thanking Sarvanand, thanking also Varshini and Dharani for piecing together that big story for us. We here